the grass is always greener. We have this very common saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. And what that means is that we look at other people and we think that their lives are better than ours. By nature, we humans are not contented with our circumstances. The moment we get what we want, our mind begins to drift toward something new and different, to imagine we can have better. And this is human nature. This is something that we all have. An easy example is when we set goals. So for example, a lot of people, what they do is they will set a goal. They will say, I'm going to earn $1 million. That's my goal. And I need to do whatever I can do. I will do everything that I can do to get to my goal. So they work really hard. They have problems and they solve problems. They fail, they try again. They fail, they try again. And they continuously go. They don't sleep very well. They work overtime. They have health problems, but they keep pushing themselves to achieve their goal. And then when they finally get their goal, they finally have $1 million. They're not happy. They're not contented. Maybe they're happy for 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, and then they have to set a new goal and they have to go after that, because otherwise life is boring. I've achieved my goal, now what? What's the next thing? And we are all like this. So I want to give another example about, let's say, about people when they are young, or let's say children when they are young. So again, it's an example of how we always have this idea of the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. So let's say a child, when a child goes to his friend's house, let's say his friend invites him to come over to his house to play. And so the little boy says, yes, okay. And so the boy goes to his friend's house to play. They go to his friend's bedroom and he sees that his friend has so many amazing toys, and he sees that his friend's bedroom is so big and comfortable, and his friend has a TV in his room, and his friend has a beautiful window and a view of a park. And then his friend, after they play in his room, his friend invites him to go to the kitchen to eat some snacks because his mother has made some snacks for them. And the two boys go down to the friend's kitchen, and the boy says, wow, your kitchen is so beautiful, it's so big, and the snacks are so delicious, your mother can make such amazing food. And then his mother says thank you, and his mother talks to both of the boys, and then the boy thinks, wow, his mother is so kind and so friendly, his life is so amazing, he's so lucky, I wish my life was like that. And then the next day the boy invites his friend to his house, right? So now the other boy is going to the other friend's house. And now this time, when the boy comes to his friend's house, he sees that his friend also has amazing toys when he goes to his bedroom, and they play happily, and his friend says, wow, your bedroom is so big and you have you have so many nice toys, and you have a PlayStation in your room. And when they go down to the kitchen, he loves the food, and he says, wow, the snacks are so delicious, your mother makes amazing food. And his mother talks to both of the boys, and that boy also feels, wow, his mother is so kind and friendly and loving, I wish that my life was like his life. This example is just showing that for both of the boys, they both have this similar idea of of my friend's life is better than mine, and then this boy is also feeling like my friend's life is better than mine. We constantly have this idea. Another example is of a career, right? A job. So let's say I visit my my friend's company, and my friend invites me to his company to see the office and to meet some of his co-workers, and my friend describes his job to me. And when I'm at his office, again, I have this same idea. Wow, your job is amazing. It's so interesting. It's exciting. You get to do all of these great things. You work with these amazing people, and the work environment is so great. I have this same idea. We all have this idea that other people have better jobs, other people have better parents, better lives, better houses than us. The mind operates by contrasts. So contrasts are where we compare. We are looking at two different opposites. We are able to formulate concepts about something by becoming aware of its opposite. For example, let's go with an easy example first. When we look at color and our eyes, the way that we see color is in contrast. If everything was in white, we would see nothing. We only see white because we have black. We only see black because we have white. We have to compare things to understand what they are. This predisposes us to think about and then desire exactly what we do not have. So I'll give you an example. So let's say I'm in a relationship and I have a girlfriend. I cannot really know what are the amazing things about my girlfriend unless I compare maybe to myself. I would say, okay, wow, she's much more intelligent than me, she's more funny, she's more charming than me. The only way that I know that she has these kinds of characteristics is that I'm comparing with the opposite. But it says that this predisposes us to think about and then desire exactly what we do not have. This is the way that our minds work. So if I compare my girlfriend to another woman, I might feel, maybe my girlfriend is very beautiful, but there's another woman who is even more beautiful than her. And I would desire someone else. Maybe another woman is more fashionable, she's more intelligent, she has a better job, she has longer hair. There are so many simple things that we compare with other people, and this makes us desire. We are looking for someone who is perfect, and we always think that this person exists, but in reality nobody is perfect. Because we are constantly comparing, it's so hard to be satisfied with one person. We are always desiring somebody who we think is better in some way. Let's try another example here about contrasts and comparing. Many people have have memories. This is a very interesting thing that most people do. When especially as we get older and we think back to our childhood, something very interesting happens. We idealize our childhood. It's almost like our childhood is surrounded by this golden light. Oh, when I was a child, my life was so beautiful. I had these wonderful experiences. I used to play with my friends, and food was so delicious, and life was amazing because I was so free and I could do whatever I wanted. What we are doing here is we are contrasting the memory of our childhood with our life now. Perhaps we have a lot of pressure from school or from work. Perhaps We have a lot more problems that we have to deal with. Life is a little bit more complicated. We have responsibilities. But something very interesting about this is that we seem to forget that when we were children, we also had a lot of anxieties. We also had a lot of insecurities. We were worried about what other children were thinking about us, about what our parents were thinking about us, or what our parents were telling us to do. We seem to forget the negative experiences that we've had when we were children, and only idealize or glorify or surround our childhood in this kind of golden light, because we are contrasting life now and how we imagined or how we remembered life then.